Welcome to Procurement Doodle. Today we're talking about three tricky topics: negotiations, when and how to talk with one bidder; rejection of all bids, why and when it's allowed; and re-invitation, the right way to try again. Let's go. What happens when only one substantially responsive bid is received? Can we negotiate? Yes, but only under strict rules. First, price negotiations are generally not allowed, except in the single bid scenario. Negotiations may happen in two situations. One, when they can improve outcomes, reduce uncertainties, or lower risks without changing the core requirements. Two, when only one bid is received after wide publicity, and that bid's price is significantly higher than the total cost estimate. In that case, price can be negotiated. Important: negotiations are carried out by the Procurement Committee with the Bid Evaluation Committee's assistance, never directly by the procuring entity alone. And here's a key rule: keep a signed record of everything agreed. Both the procurement entity and the bidder must sign. Once agreed, no change is allowed, so negotiations are possible, but tightly controlled, fair for everyone. Sometimes, none of the bids are acceptable. When can we reject all bids? The guidelines give 4 justifiable grounds. First, lack of effective competition. But remember, low competition isn't just about the number of bids. Even a single bid can be valid if the price is reasonable. Second, when there are no substantially responsive bids, meaning every bid has a major deviation. Third, when all bid prices are unreasonably high, unrealistic, or substantially above the total cost estimate or budget. And fourth, if the procurement documents themselves are defective, continuing would be meaningless. Before rejecting all bids, the Procurement Committee and Bid Evaluation Committee must review the reasons carefully. They should suggest remedial actions, like revising specifications, scope, or conditions, before deciding to re-invite. And here's a critical rule: never reject all bids just to get lower prices. That's not allowed. If the lowest evaluated bid exceeds the estimate, first investigate why. If rejection happens, inform all bidders with reasons and return their bid securities. So, rejection is exceptional, not a shortcut. Sometimes, after rejecting all bids, we need to re-invite. But there are rules. First, give wider publicity than before. Reach more potential bidders. Second, do not use the same procurement documents. You must fix the deficiencies, whether in estimates, specifications, or conditions of contract. And third, this is critical: never re-invite solely to get lower prices. That's not allowed. So re-invitation is about fixing the process, not forcing cheaper bids. So let's wrap up. Negotiations? Only with a single bidder and only under strict rules. A signed record is required. No direct talks by the procuring entity alone. Rejection of all bids? 4 justifiable grounds, but never, ever to get lower prices. Investigate first. Inform bidders. Return their securities. Re-invitation. Wider publicity. Fix your documents. And again, no forcing cheaper bids. It's about fixing the process, not gaming the price. Remember, exceptions exist, but every exception must be documented, justified, and fair. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching Procurement Doodles. We'll meet in another video. Stay tuned. Bye. Hey, if you want to never miss a future upload, hit that red subscribe button, then click the bell icon right next to it. From the pop-up, choose all notifications. That way, every time we drop a new video, you'll get an instant alert. Let's grow together. Subscribe and turn on the bell now.